Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Sullivan family. It's Monday. I had to think then. It's Monday. It's Monday morning. It's about 9 o'clock Monday morning. So the girls have taken the little ones to school for me this morning. I say little ones, I mean Eva and Toby as well. They're still off on study leave. So they've taken them to school for me this morning because we had our pre-march out at 8:30 this morning. So in military terms, anybody that's not military, pre-march out or march out is when they come and inspect the house before you move, basically. So when you hand back your property when you move out, whether it be you've been posted or you've left the RAF or the forces, you have a march out. So they come around, they inspect everything, inspect, you know, carpets, bathrooms, cleanliness. It's got to be like, you know, super clean. It's ironic because when you move into a house, quite often it's not. Oven, you know, everything's got to be pristine when you move out, otherwise you get charged. But the amount of houses we've moved into and they haven't been pristine, it is very ironic. But anyway, anybody that's in the forces will know this. So basically a pre-march out is when they come round prior to your march out and tell you what you need to do to make the house up to standard for when you move. Obviously we've been here nearly 10 years, so things like carpets, they get replaced after 10 years anyway, so we're not worrying about them because our carpets are absolutely knackered. They've had it totally. We've got holes in them. They weren't new when we moved in, and now they're really kind of probably not best quality anyway. They've properly had it. So we don't need to worry about carpets. Things like, you know, it's the normal stuff that you when you move out of a property, you know, like the paint work, filling any holes, making sure the paint, I mean, it will get a redeck after we've moved in because again, they get redecorated. So that basically is just a slap of paint. But things that we would do anyway, you know, fill in any holes, touch up paint, all those sorts of things. Now, they were replacing the bathrooms and the kitchens to these properties. They've done quite a lot in the road already from when people have moved out, but apparently they're not doing that at the moment because they don't have any money left. So they're not going to be replacing the kitchen and the bathroom. I mean, our bathroom was half done because one of the walls was totally had it, so we did get a wet wall put in on a couple of the walls in the bathroom. So our bathroom isn't too bad, apart from we have problems with the pipes that leak, well, condensation, because the pipes aren't lagged. So because it's a very old property, so the water basically just runs off the pipe and pools on the floor, and I clean it up every day, but twice a day I clean it up, but it's still, you know, it gets in the floorboards. The floorboards have started to go a little bit rotten in one place, but I think they're replacing the lino. Obviously they'll have to fix the floor. I think they're replacing the lino at least in the kitchen, so the kitchen, which doesn't even have all the cupboard doors, won't be replaced, but obviously we have to leave it clean, etc, etc, etc. So anyway, a lady that does march out is lovely. We've known her since we've moved here, so you know, it's not a problem. Obviously at the moment we don't have anywhere to move to, but it's just a little bit reassuring that, you know, she said don't worry about the carpets, other than because we've got a cat, you have to put down flea treatment just in case on the carpets when you've got animals when you move out, which is fine. So yeah, that was this morning. That was first thing. So the girls have taken the little ones to school for me. They should be back in a minute. So it's quite positive, really. I mean, just to know that we don't have to worry about the carpets, because I was a little bit concerned. We have got special insurance just in case we'd needed to do any of these sorts of things. But I knew it was pretty much going to be the case that they were being replaced anyway. So carpets, linos being replaced. So the rest of it is just paintwork, keeping it, you know, giving it a good clean before we leave, which is fine. Garden, obviously, grass has got to be cut, those sorts of things. Put down, my Alexa's just turned itself on. Put down grass seed if there's any places that, like we've had the tree house and the trampoline, stuff like that. Just stuff that you would do. I mean, when we've been in the military for a long time, so these are all sorts of things we've had to do time and time again. Moving out, as I was saying in my vlog yesterday, you know, we've moved around quite a lot, so it's all sort of the normal stuff. So anyway, that's done. Ben's had an appointment first thing this morning. He's obviously off this week, but he had an appointment first thing this morning, so he's gone out We've got just so much to fit in this week. We've got so much to fit in that his week off is just gonna super fly by. I know it is, but we've just got a lot of stuff. He's got some, I can't even remember, he's got some, he's got a tip run book for this afternoon, then he's got to go and pick up a unit that I bought. And I swear this, one of the girls has got an exam this afternoon, so there's just lots of bits and pieces to do as well. There's lots of dance stuff going on this week because Isabel and Olivia are taking part in a panto at the end of the week, so they've got rehearsals for that and things like that, as well as normal dance lessons. There's obviously exams, normal school for the little ones. Liz has got college. Just trying to remember where everybody is at all times. My brain's a little bit fried at the moment. Anyway, it's Monday. We're just gonna get on with the day and see what it brings. Okay, so the girls have done the school run, and Florence is awake from her nap. You say hi, Flo? Say hi. Say hi, cutie. She's awake from her nap. So which means it will be snack time in a minute. So yeah, I was saying about having lots to do this week. We have got lots to do this week. There's a lot of stuff written on the calendar, and there's a lot of stuff in my mind. So I think I need to sit and write out my diary for the week of what actually needs doing, because I'm finding that my mind is a little bit all over the place at the moment, and I'm forgetting things or not remembering things until the last minute. She's just beating up Spider-Man over here at the moment. Oh no, she's got my washing. Come here. You're a little monkey, aren't you? Are you a monkey? Are you a little monkey? Yeah? Are you as a monkey? She likes to pull all my washing apart, don't you? Yeah. And you like to pull everybody's toys and slobber on them. So yeah, and my minds are kind of a little bit all over the place at the moment. I was saying to Ben this morning how everything feels a little bit, I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint exactly what what the underlying, you know, when you feel like you've got something underlying all the time that you're worried about and you can't quite feel at ease with things, and I feel like that a lot at the moment. And I mean, obviously I do struggle a bit with anxiety from time to time, not as much as I used to, but you know, I'm much better at managing it now. But that always kind of, anybody that's ever struggled with anxiety knows that always kind of leaves you with a little bit of an unsure feeling. That's the only kind of way I can put it, really. An unsure kind of, just something niggling. Oh, you stop! Just something niggling at the back of your mind all the time. And I do feel a little bit like that at the moment. I feel like I can't quite relax with anything. Not in the sense that I relax much anyway, but I mean with everything in my head, I can't quite. I'm finding that things are building up and making me upset a lot easier than normal. And I'm just getting a little bit, maybe not coping with things quite as well as I normally would do. And things like, you know, negative comments and stuff like that maybe wouldn't normally bother me are kind of, not the comments themselves that bother me, but just the fact that they're said. It's just little things. And I mean, we've got, you know, we get so many lovely comments and that always outweighs it, but just leaves something in the back of your mind all the time. And I think, oh dear, I think a lot of it obviously is sort of stemming from moving house and not really having, you know, anywhere to go at the moment. Oh dear, you're not happy. And you know, having the worry of that. And should we just put that in for a second? There we go. Having the worry of that, and she's gonna lob that now. She's gonna throw it. And then, you know, obviously okay, so Grumpy's gone downstairs for a snack. It's great having the girls home. They can they can give snacks when they need to. So yeah, there's just, I think a lot of it stems from obviously moving is a big thing anyway, but not knowing where you're moving to is quite distressing. We keep looking and there's just nothing. You know, it's just difficult. And I know that we'll get an extension on this place for sort of 3 months, but it's not a permanent solution. You know, we need a more permanent solution, or even a temporary permanent solution, you know, just somewhere to rent for a couple of years. And it's, I think, obviously problems with issues with Joseph that, you know, we're sort of trying to get our heads around at the moment. Finding ways of dealing with new situations that come up, and, you know, touch wood, it's okay, you know, we're doing the best we can, but you kind of always feel a little bit like you could do better. And just other normal family stuff, you know, going on. I mean, we don't put everything on YouTube, but, you know, normal trials and tribulations of teenagers and toddlers and all those sorts of things that, you know, we deal with on a day-to-day basis, trying to help them all, and, you know, things that they have to deal with, and trying to, you know, to do all of that. And I don't know, I just feel a little bit all over the place at the moment. So I think I feel a little bit out of it this morning, because obviously I normally do the school run and then come back and do my little jobs and get on with the day, and they've done the school run, and I did my jobs early because Ben was home. So I kind of feel a little bit all over the place, because I'm like, my routine has been changed this morning. I'm not good when my routine is changed. Anyway, I'm going to sit down with my diary and write down all the important things that we need to do this week, and then I can fit in all the other things that I want to do around that. Otherwise I'm going to find myself just sitting and staring into space thinking, I really need to get that done and that done and that done, but I don't know which to do first. So I'm going to allocate stuff. Things just get overwhelming sometimes, don't they? And you just don't even, you know you've got loads to do, but you don't even know where to start, so nothing ends up getting done. Anyway, I'm going to go and I don't even know if I've eaten breakfast. I don't think I've had breakfast. Maybe that's what part of my problem is this morning. Maybe I should go and eat some breakfast. That'll make me feel better. And drink some more coffee. Yeah, I'm going to go and do that.
Morning, guys. How you doing? All right. So it's Monday. Yeah, I've just got back from Elgin. I had an appointment to go to, so that's all sorted. And I had to go to Halford to pick a few bits up and to move the collection for the kids, the twins' bikes tomorrow, which is what we're doing tomorrow for their birthday. But I'm back now. What's it now? It's about 10 o'clock. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, isn't it, baby? Huh? But it's just nice to be home. A week off. Yeah, a week off work. Just to be able to catch up with a couple of bits is great. Honestly, just to do a few jobs I've been meaning to do for absolutely ages. So today I've got to go to the tip run. I've got to do a small tip run, so I've got a few things to take to the tip. We call it the tip, don't we? But the recycling centre. So that's this afternoon, and then we're picking up a new unit. Zoe's bought. She just bought a second-hand book unit from a local nursery, which is really good. It was really good. It's actually quite cheap as well. So that's going to go in our lounge for the kiddies' books, isn't it? For the kiddies' books, and it's one of those nice standy-up ones, so they can just get to them nice and easily. Is that right? Yeah. It's nice as well because some of the girls are home because they've got well, they're on study leave for exams, so we've got quite a few people home at the moment. But Lizzie's gone to college as well. She's gone to college this morning. I know. So this afternoon, like I said, I've got tip run, and then I'm going to pick that unit up, and then I think that's it really. Have I just repeated myself again? I do that sometimes. I just repeat myself. But no, it's one of those days. We're going to take Monday as a catch-up day, catching up on a few things, getting ready for the twins' birthday as well. So I know, spending some time with this little chimp because you're cute, aren't you? Are you cute? Are you extra cute? I think you are. Oh, hi, mummy. How you doing? All right? Is it nice having the husband home?
No, because you've thrown me and I don't know what to do now. I'm not used to having all these people in my house.
That's what Zoe says. She says having time off is great, but she goes, well, now you're in my routine. This is my routine.
I'm all over the place today. I don't know whether I'm coming or going, what I've got to do. Everybody's got to be somewhere. I've got people just all over the place all week. There's exams, there's dance lessons, there's pantos, there's stuff that needs to be picked up, there's tip runs, there's appointments, just trying to get my head around everything that's got to be done this week. And then you just kind of think, I don't even know what to do in the house because I don't know when we're going to be here. We've got birthdays, just like...
Who knows? Hey, we could win the lottery this year. Who knows? Anything could happen this year. I feel like this is the first year in our marriage where nothing's been set in stone, isn't it?
It's very difficult at the moment.
You know, all the way through I've been in the Air Force, you've always had a house to rely on. There's always been a house there. And now that's not there. But at least we've been given the green light to say we don't have to rush out of this house. We're not going to get just suddenly chucked out
on the street.
On the street. So we've had that reassurance.
We knew that wouldn't happen anyway because obviously there's different laws in Scotland and everything else. But it's difficult because, you know, your career was 27 years. 27 years, our entire married life has been in the Air Force. So our entire married life has been moving from one married quarter to another married quarter. So it's very difficult to, you know, I mean, some people buy when they're in the RAF. We've never really been in a position to be able to do that.
Yeah, but that's only because we've moved.
Yeah, moved around
there was twice where we were just about to buy a house. We're all set to buy one, weren't we? There was one in Cornwall, and then there was one in North Wales, and we were set to buy a house, and then we were moved. So there was nothing to do about it.
And I know some people in the forces, they buy and then they rent, you know, they move and they rent out, but it's not always been a possibility for us.
No.
And plus, you do kind of part of the job is that you are given a home, or not given. You have a home to live in.
Yeah.
I mean, albeit substandard some of the time.
Sometimes substandard.
This is probably one of the better ones we've lived in along the way. We've lived in some shockers, but it's kind of part of the job. So it doesn't always you always dream for that home of your own, don't you? Because of, you know, that anybody that's lived in married quarters will know of the magnolia walls and very odd curtains and carpets. But it's part of the job, it's what you do. So when you kind of come to Seavey Street and you're like, okay, right, we need to... I think we always thought there'd be somewhere to rent at the end of it because, you know, every other time there has been, but right now the market is as it is. Yeah. And there's just nothing. I think we always relied on the fact that when we moved out of married quarters, we'd probably rent somewhere for a couple of years whilst we got, you know, into buying somewhere. Yeah. But it's just, I don't think we ever imagined that it would be so difficult to find somewhere to rent.
I mean, it's just a tell on what society's like at the moment, isn't it? And where everybody is, you know. People can't afford to buy anymore, so they're looking to rent places. And the catch-22 is you can't get a mortgage, but then your rent is probably the same cost as a mortgage. Am I really tall today, or are you really short? Or I've got my shoes on, but I haven't got high heels on though.
But I've only got my slippers on, and I'm only little.
Yeah. So that's the catch-22, isn't it? So rent is the same as having a mortgage, pretty much, but there is nothing to rent because as soon as something comes on the market, it's gone, unfortunately. But then, you know, now that we know that we're not going to get turfed out on the street, there's a little bit of reassurance and it gives us a bit more time, a bit more breathing space to get something proper sorted out.
Well, we haven't actually, you know, we know we're not going to get turfed out on the street, but we haven't actually been given
anything yet.
The longer in this house, but I think that's more due to lack of resources and staff.
I just don't think that they've got enough staff.
So it's which kind of works in our favour. But, you know, regardless, I mean, the house really isn't suitable for us anymore, is it? We do need somewhere bigger, but then it'll do for now.
It'll be a shame when we have to go, won't it? Because it's been a family home. That's the
thing though, isn't it? We've lived here 10 years.
It's been a family home for 10 years.
When we go to leave, I will be upset because as much as I moan about the house and the carpets with the holes in and everything else, it's still been our family home for 10 years. We've still brought home, you know, when we moved here, Toby was a baby. He doesn't remember anywhere else. The girls, I mean, Lizzie kind of remembers other places. Liv kind of remembers, but the twins don't. No. And Eva definitely doesn't because she was only like 18 months, 20 months or something when we moved here. They don't remember anywhere else. We've brought home 4 babies since we've been here. 5 babies since we've been here. 4 babies.
She can't remember.
8, 9, 10, 5. 5, including you, 5 babies.
We came up with
brought home.
7.
Came up with 7.
Yeah.
We've brought 5 babies home here. You know, everything we went through with the twins, that was all here. So yeah, when we walk out of this house, it will be. Well, I will be emotional.
For me, it's going to be painting over all the little marks on the wall and where they've been doing the height and everything. I'll have to paint over all of that, all those memories. I'll have to take photos when I take photos. But anyway, there we go. So today is just going to be one of those days, isn't it? We've both got things to do, and
Go on, do it again. Oh, she's just. No,
she's very snotty. She's very snotty, isn't she? Yeah. Yeah, we've both got things to do today, so it's actually quite a nice catch-up kind of day in the lifey vlog for us today, isn't it?
It's actually 11:15 and I've not really done that much yet. I just keep moaning about all the stuff I've got to get done, but I don't.
You have got stuff done though.
I really don't know what to do first.
You have got stuff done.
You've got to go out again in a bit, and I'm like, right, okay, so and
where am I going?
You've got a tit run this afternoon.
Oh yeah, I've got a tit run.
Got an exam. You're not really wanting to be put down much today, are you? You're wanting lots of snuggles today.
Maybe she can come out for a drive with Daddy.
Ooh, in the car.
To the tip. Yeah, you can help me go to the tip.
Do you want to go tip with Daddy?
Should we do that?
Oh, she's not sure.
No.
She's not sure about that.
Right. On to the next thing, I think. Don't you? Cinema. Okay, so we've been to the recycling centre now again, haven't we, Charlotte?
Yeah.
We've got rid of a load of rubbish and a load of cardboard and a load of stuff that we want to get rid of. And we've been up to the primary school in Lossie to pick up the bookshelf that Zoe wanted. Can you see it? In fact, I'll turn the camera around. So there you go. That's what Zoe got for, she got that for £50 from the nursery here in the primary school. And it's absolutely solid. I thought it was going to be something small. But it's really cool. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really good. In the lounge for books and stuff.
And then you could put like a little toys or something in there.
Yeah, toys and bits and bobs. For £50, it wasn't bad at all, because I think these are about £250 new. But Zoe said to me, it doesn't weigh that much. It weighs about 50 kilos, I swear. I swear it weighs quite a lot. So yeah, all in all, I really like that. I like that book unit. I think it's going to be really nice in our lounge. And it'd be nice for the little ones. It's just their right height, isn't it? Because it's from a nursery. So it's just the right height for them to pick some books up and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really pleased with that, actually.
Same.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. So anyway, got lots of jobs done today. Lots of niff-naff little bits done today. Lots of things ticked off my post-it notes, my list. I know Zoe's got millions of lists, but I've got my own list as well. My own list of things to do as well. So I've ticked quite a few things off, which is good. I'm going to go home now. With Charlotte as well, obviously, unless you want to stay here, Charlotte. No. We're going to go home now and start getting ready to pick the kids up from school and all that kind of stuff. And I think Zoe's going to finish the vlog off today. But yeah, it's another day in the life, and I really enjoy doing these days in the lives. I think they're great. So anyway, guys, for me now, I shall see you later, and I'll hand you over to Zoe.
Okay, excuse the mess, but this is where the unit is going. So it's going where the bookcase was before, but it fits, other than all the books are there and it needs tidying up. See, it fits nicely. Giving it a bit of a clean. Perfect. What do you think, Flo? Say hi. Yeah. You're trying, aren't you? You're trying to crawl. Aren't you, Flo? You need to get your knees up, Florence. That's right, you need to get up on your knees. Don't you? You're too busy, that's the problem. You're too busy and trying to look at what everyone's doing. Get yourself up. See, she's got the hang of it. Just not quite coordinated enough yet, are you? You can go backwards. So the day's kind of just gone. I was having breakfast 1 minute, and then it was lunchtime, and then it was time to pick kids up from school, and now it's time to go shopping. So the day's just gone. I've managed to keep standing on things. I have managed to get a few bits and pieces done. Ben picked up that unit, which obviously is gonna, I've half cleaned it. I've moved some books around. We need another bookcase, really, another big bookcase. The idea of the one in the lounge is I find that the kids, when they had the little bookcase, which is broken, in there, people just end up putting stuff on it that doesn't belong there, for a start. And I find that the little ones especially, who are the ones that the books are in the lounge for, they get a little bit overwhelmed when there's too many. So the plan is to put most of them in the dining room, or most of them in the bookcases, wherever the bookcases will be when we move. And then just to have that little one for like Agnes and Joseph and Florence and the twins, just to have and change the books around from the other bookcases. But we do need to get another bookcase, but not while we're here. That will have to be something when we move. I suddenly look like I'm sat directly under the light, and it looks really weird. So yeah, that's kind of the day, really. I don't like that light, it makes me look yellow. So I think we've got stuff done. It's kind of been a weird kind of day. I did sit down and write out all the stuff we've got to do this week and realised it's actually quite a lot. But obviously when one of us is out of the house, it's not so easy to do all the other bits and pieces, unless Florence is having a nap, obviously. Joseph actually walked up to school this afternoon. He asked to come on the school run. He said, I want to come and get Agnes. He wanted to see Agnes because he wanted to tell her about a game he's been playing. And he actually asked to come up to school. And I said to him, you're going to need to put your shoes on and your coat on. And he said, yep, that's okay. And he put his shoes on and he put his coat on, and he actually walked up to school. I mean, it's not overly cold out there today. It's a little bit windy. But progress. I mean, I know he's not going to go out all the time, and it's only a short walk, but it is progress just to actually go out for even if it's just a mini walk. So that's one good thing. So I've got to go and do the shopping in a bit, which of course will be another shopping haul vlog. But for today, that's kind of it. I think that's kind of our day. That's all we've kind of got done today. I'm going to finish cleaning off that bookcase when I get back from shopping later, put some books in it from the morning. The idea is in the tubs in the bottom, I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep those tubs because they're quite sturdy, or put different baskets in. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm going to when I sit down in the lounge later, I'm going to decide what I think is best, because we haven't really got a colour scheme, as you like, in the lounge. We have kind of got, we've got a grey sofa and we've got grey curtains, but a lot of the stuff in there is the kids' stuff, so I'm not too worried about stuff like that. But there is scope to paint it. I might paint it like the side bits that are blue, I might paint them white, and or grey. I might put some grey baskets in. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm going to put Joseph's cars in the boxes underneath, and some of the other toys that are just hanging, the little toys that are hanging about. So all in all, I'm quite pleased with it. It's quite a bargain, and it's a solid piece of furniture as well, which is good. So yeah, that's it for today. So tomorrow I have got another busy day. We are going out first thing in the morning into town. So yeah, I'll be back then. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to drop us a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.